Hello, it's me again. I quite enjoyed the new experience of video posting. So here I am again, and I wanted to talk about something about Substack. So I'm getting the hang of Substack. I like it. It is a interesting and different platform. Postcards from the Window Ledge on Substack feels different from the blog site that I had on WordPress. I think it's another sort of country. The thing I wanted to talk about is the paying thing, because Substack itself really encourages me as a member of the community, a writer, to ask for paid subscribers. And I usually delete the requests, but each written post, wants to put several times in the written text a invitation to upgrade to a paid subscription. And I usually remember to take them out. I'm very grateful and touched by the small handful of people that pay me, that are paid subscribers. In fact, the other day, somebody that I don't know took an annual paid subscription out, and I was so touched. But I have some complex feelings about this, because I'm experiencing Substack as I find my feet after sort of approximately 2 years as a writer's community in some way. Most people have their own Substacks and are writing their own stuff. So I have subscribed, free subscription, unpaid subscription, to some people who write like I do, that I love their work, I love to read them. I only have, I think, 4 subscriptions with other Substackers that I pay, and they are, for example, Advantages of Age. I will always be a paid subscriber, because Advantages of Age is not a writer, it's a community. It's an amazing place that I know very intimately from its conception, that offers so much to so many and speaks to ageism and misogyny, and speaks about many things that matter and are often considered as taboo. So it feels different. I also subscribe to Nick Askew, who is Soul Biographies, and I do that because he too is an offering, a community of sorts that offers something that matters. So I'm a paid subscriber to his Substack. I have a couple of others. Rose Roos, her private personal Substack, separate from Advantages of Age, because she has given me so much. I want to support and reciprocate, and I love her beautiful, exquisite, tender, comedic, subversive writing. So I guess I'm always going to be subscribing to Rose. But then I have this complicated feeling about the community of sort of writers writing, and we're reading each other. And if I signed up as a paid subscriber to all the writers that I am currently reading and enjoying, which is usually something like £5 or £6 a month, or £40 or £50 a year. If I put my money where my appreciation is, I would be paying, something like £150 a month. And I don't have that. And a few weeks ago, somebody who was very kind and took out a paid subscription to my Substack when I started it, and is in her own right the most amazing poet. She cancelled her paid subscription, and she wrote and let me know she'd done that, and that, she'd done that because of the reality of what it means. Doesn't sound like much, £5 a month, but it is in multiples. So this beautiful poet is now a free subscriber, and in terms of what my content availability to her in her new unpaid status is exactly the same, because I can't, in my ethics, not saying anything about anybody's position except my own, but I can't bring myself to put some material behind a paywall. So my Substack will always be free, fully free, to anybody who wants to read me, whether they contribute some finance or not. And I'm puzzled about this. I guess I'm making this post because I'm curious about how it is for you, other writers, and how you feel about the paywall thing, and the way that Substack really wants me, to generate paid subscriptions. I'm very definitely not averse to being paid for my writing. And my memoir has just been born and people are buying it for money. And I feel delighted by that. It feels very different here. I guess if I was a thing like Advantages of Age or what Nick Askew does, an enterprise, a community enterprise, that feels different. But writers writing and reading each other, and the question of subs, is a conversation I'd love to open up and have with others, because I've never heard anybody talking about this point. So any conversation would be lovely. I'm sure I'm not my own.